April 2026 in the Mr Landcruiser yard. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly gentlemen, mainly blokes. I think 98% of the viewers are blokes. G'day, blokes. We're going to walk around the yard, the Mr Landcruiser yard. We haven't done this, have we done this? Not this year. We haven't had a look. The yard is a little bit bare at the moment, but we've always got at least half a dozen to 10 cars that we're working on at any one given time, as well as we've got our shop online and sales. But today we're going to do another yard walk around, and I've started here leaning on Richard's car. I don't know, you might have seen this in some of our other material, but this one is Richard's new 60 series. I think it's a 17-year project, and he's putting an M57 in the front of this, and he's building this one for a family tourer. I'm not going to give much away, but he's gone sort of an original look. I'll just leave it at that. Colours, everything like that. You can kind of have a guess if you look around on this car. And introducing beside me here too, I have Meow Meow. Normally in a lot of my videos we have Bluey, but Meow Meow was dumped here at a young age, and I've stopped using Rat Sack ever since we got Meow Meow. So Meow Meow is part of the family, lives here at Mr Landcruiser. Now, before we walk around the yard, I want to go in and say hello to Richard, because Richard's working on a couple of projects in there. But Richard's lucky enough we get to do some trial and error on some new products. So the first step is to go in and say hello to Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
I don't know if you could hear me eavesdrop, mate. You're a busy man. I said a 17-year project for your car, but you're a busy man. You work on everyone else's car, including mine, so yeah. I shouldn't pay out too hard, but watch this space, mate. M57.
That's right, M57, mate.
It's pretty exciting. Hey, but today, now Mr Landcruiser sells lockers already. We have Harrop, we have ARB, so we've got E and Air. But you're trying something new. Actually, you're not wearing a mic. I'll put it where we can. Yep. Here's some branding, Richard.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll put a mic, share it. What's going on? What are these lockers? What are you doing? Why are you doing it?
Well, we've got the opportunity to sell these lockers on our website, but in order to do so, me and you both like to try these things out. I don't like to just chuck willy-nilly parts up on the internet. So we've got the opportunity to build one of these up. I'm going to put it in the rear of my shorty, and because we're going to Claw, which is the annual meet-up for the
very soon in May.
Very soon in May. So I've got to pull my finger out. So yeah, I'm going for the E-locker, mate. I'm going for the E-locker.
Excellent. And are there any advantages to any of this? I heard there's affordability. I've heard you talk about they have a return line. My ARB didn't, and I sprayed bloody oil.
That's right. Yeah, so they've got quite a cool feature where it returns any excess oil that's spitting out the going back into the diff.
Yep.
So no mess. Pretty cool feature.
And I think let's face it, other countries like China, I believe the Chinese have come a long way. So
they have, yeah.
The proof's in the pudding. We're just going to put them through the paces.
Looking at them at the exterior, I mean, they look pretty good. But look, the proof's in the pudding, right? So we're going to get out there. We're going to put it through some torture and see if they hold up.
And Richard's got a 1UZ or a 1UZ, depends where you're from. And so putting that through the rear axle while doing hill climbs.
That's right. Yeah.
Multiple hill climbs and some descents is really going to test them out.
True to myself, I've been out in the yard and I've found some dirty old diff, but the crown wheel and pillion looks good. So
the advantage here, instead of taking our car off the road, we can always grab parts, build something, and do the quick exchange.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's watch this space, and I do also believe you're doing some content on the full.
Yeah, we'll do a little, not like an extensive build video on it, but just a build video on it, so you guys get the gist. These are honestly, if you've got a mechanical bone in your body, I reckon anybody can have a go at a differential on a Land Cruiser.
Very nice. So it all depends on Claw. If you see a video in the future, they work.
That's right.
That easy.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And if you don't, well, we weren't happy, and we'll
chucked it in
return to sender.
Yeah.
And that will be the truth. If we're going to ask for somebody's money, we want the stuff on our car, and we want to be happy. Yeah. If we're not happy, they come straight offline. That simple. Also, Mr Landcruiser, the one here has been here for a little while. What is it, and what's left to do, mate?
This one's it's got a 1H DT in here, 5-speed. Came in for power steering and power steer only, and now it's ended up having a full cab off rebuild and anything else. But yeah, 1H DT, 5-speed, all the fruit on this one. And we've just got the roof console and a few little bits to finish it off, and then we'll be driving this very, very soon. Mate.
It's actually looking nice. I see some of you got modern doors with a windscreen wiper up the top. We're talking a crossover model here.
Yeah.
And the LCS console fits, or did you adapt it?
No, not at all. So, oversight on my behalf, but we wanted a console up there anyway, so we would have had to do this, right? Yep. So they've got the wipers at the top. We've had to just recess and cut.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world. We cut them out, slid them back, and it actually looks pretty cool.
It all fits. It works. Yeah, excellent. So a lot of wiring is what you're saying.
There's a lot of wiring. He's gone for every single option that you can possibly want.
That's what I would want as well. And we do have a custom canopy coming really soon as well.
Yeah.
So,
it's all going on right now, mate.
That's it. I'll let you build me a locker. No, unfortunately, they're all for you this time. I've already got my old lockers going, but I just can't wait to get out camping, wheeling again, and testing these bad boys out.
Yeah, cool.
I'll hold the camera while you wheelie up a hill, mate.
That's right, mate.
Bloody beauty. Let's go and have a look around the yard.
See you, mate.
See ya. And, actually, follow me over here. I nearly forgot. Hello, Blue Dog. On the hoist at the moment. She looks wild. No, this isn't a Mr Landcruiser custom tray. Not at all. It's, I don't even know what it's doing there. The client, we're building part of a car. So we're doing a 12 HT, 5-speed, and we've got a big list, but we're not putting this car on the road. We're doing some nitty gritty. He's going to repair the chassis himself. He's going to do a lot of hands on himself. We've got both cars here. The one the 12 HT come out of, it will surprise you. It's not a HJ61. So we'll go and cross that. But let's go and have a look around the yard. This little shed's always got something going on in there. A lot of mechanical work. And in here, we've got Mick today. Wave to the camera, Mick. He normally does the finger, but today he's going to wave. Mick's working hard. So that is the 12 HT going in the one that I was just standing out. So he's obviously, we don't just throw the 12 HT in. It doesn't need a rebuild, but, Welsh plugs and gaskets and seals, and we'll go through it. So we'll start all the way over and we'll follow the line down for this one. Richard's original 60s over my shoulder, and it's getting wrecked. So it's basically just too much time in the sand. Richard lives at the beach. Then we have this little beauty here. It's kind of done. It's ready for its roadworthy, but we're doing protection. Live a Little Landcruiser. It's going up there for the underbody restoration, and it's getting its Mr Landcruiser factory style highway visor off getting painted now. And beside me is where we pinched the 12 HT. This one's getting boned. It's hard to tell in a video, but if we were to look close, she's pretty rooted. She's munted, she's buggered, she's fucked. It's never going to live again. It's going to strip down, scrap the leftovers, but it's got the 12 HT, it's got the 5-speed, it's got the rear disc, and it's got so many other components that we actually need. And then it leads me to, this one comes from Parks, New South Wales. You might have seen it here for a while, because right now we're waiting on an engine rebuild, and it's about the third in line. So we've just got a All-Star engines. They do a great job. They're worth waiting for. So one thing we do, and I'll point it out in multiple cars here, the engine's out. The cab's not coming off, but at some stage, the owner is going to do some body work and paint it mustard. So we'll paint, and I'll do I won't lift the bonnet or fall off. I'll do some B-roll, some cutaways, and we'll see all these different ones. The engine's out. We fully strip it. We sand it back, remove all the paint, and we paint the mustard. This one's mustard. And then, so when the engine goes in this one, it's all done. You don't have to pull the cab off later. He's not going to pull the cab off later. The chassis nice. Another one, probably get Bart at Landcruiser. Live a Little Landcruiser. He will do his magic underneath. This one's getting, it's having the 2F, the sniper, power steer. It's having some big upgrades, right? So this will tell a story. And another firewall we painted this one beige because it's not a body off, but we're fully rebuilding the 2H. We're putting a whistle and soot on it. We're going through all the mechanical from suspension to bearings, everything. I believe we're rebuilding the box. Dad wants a safe tourer for the daughter, and this one's it. So we're going to get it ready. I don't even know if the daughter knows this, but the family have fallen in love with it, and the daughter wants to travel Australia, and it's not up for it at the minute. So we're going right through it. Brand new engine. She's going to love that. This one's a regular. This one's, we've done all sorts of work. This visit, we've done from scrub rails, and right now we're doing the injector pump. We're doing the injector pump on this one. So, great news. We put a new turbo on it. We had it tuned and he couldn't get anything out of it. It led straight to the injector pump. We're having that all done. And then so when it leaves, I can't wait for that feeling. So it's a 12 HT. It's already got the turbo, but having a new turbo, new injectors, new pump or rework pump, it's just, I can't wait to see the dyno difference, because she was pretty sad and now it's coming here for a tickle. Old little Kermit the Frog. Another shorty. We don't get too many shorties. Let me have a quick look underneath. We've done it again. We've bloody painted the firewall. How about that? Again, the engine's out. It's not in here for a restoration, but a lot of these firewalls, they, you know, brake fluid, .3, all goes down them, and they just lose their paint and they look bloody hideous. So it's so nice to be able to put an engine in, just a nice bay, because everything, this is having a fully rebuilt engine. Everything around it is going to be nice and pretty. And then you've got a fugly firewall. So no longer. This one is going on a 7, I forgot what country. Well, we'll talk about that in the walk around, but this one's going on a 17,000 kilometer rally, off-road rally. So it's getting a lot more than just a rebuild engine, but we're really going through this one. And now we're at the pointy end of business. If you've known Mr Landcruiser over the years, you'll see Rex here. I think we're down to 3. That's it. We're done. We're finished. We don't wreck 40s. We do have second-hand parts. Throw it in your email if you're still interested in a second-hand part. But we're really at the pointy end of history now, where we've got to come up with other answers because there's not enough wrecks. We've got to come up with other answers because we want to save them all. Even the shitty ones we want to save now, and so do our clients and people that we meet. They bring them to us looking like this, so we've got to try and save them now. So we will still, while the 60 is affordable and we need the power steer, disc brakes, 2Hs, 12 HTs, 5 speeds, aircon stuff, we will still wreck the 60, but it won't be for sale. It will be for our workshop only. We'll revamp it, restore it, and that goes on to the hoist jobs only, not to sell online or anything like that. So it's a shame this one's one of the, what do you call it? It's a SS60. It's an anniversary, a 1983 2F anniversary model. It's got the decals and the badges, but it's dead. The rot's got in pretty bad. I did have it up for sale for a little while. I think I started at 7. I would have taken 5. No one wanted it, so it's worth double in parts. But, you know, you try and home them, but stuff it. She's dying now. She's going to save at least 6 or 7 others. And then we have the finale. The finale of this episode is the Hilux engine. Hey, Richard, what engine's this getting? And
1KD.
a 1KD. There you go. Richard knows his Hiluxes. It's getting a 1KD. And we're not doing the restoration. Richard's done mounts. He's done power steering. He's done cross member. We've got a fake cab. We hook up the fake cab. He's also changed from a late chassis to an early chassis. Then from there, it pretty much close now to getting stripped. And from getting stripped, it'll get sandblasted, and then we start the axles, the full build, and we start full suspension, and then we go through the engine, and we go through the cooling system, and we go through some electrical, and then that's it. Nobody will never see the body. It'll get sent to Rockhampton, I think, as home, and that's where everything will get finished. One day, maybe at Clex or somewhere along the lines, you'll see the finished product, and I really hope to meet the finished product and get to do a walk around one day. But for now, that's actually a light week. We've got space in the yard, so this is actually a good week at Mr Landcruiser. We're on top of things. There's no more bookings for a week or two. We get to really pump out some work here and enjoy what we do, make old Landcruisers come alive. Please, if you've enjoyed this and you're still with me, some sort of comment or a like, it goes a long way. It helps our algorithms. It helps the little business, get its advertising out there. Very, very grateful for the support. Thanks for watching it. We'll do another one real soon.